This is Irontrader. It is Monday morning, so it is time to go to work. Okay, so we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at gold, silver, crude oil, and natural gas. And we'll take a look here at the ONQ, which is now up 120 nicely. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation advice on the stock market ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Bitcoin. Now, I hope everybody got in on the trade. Yesterday, when the futures opened at 6, I was waiting until 8 o'clock, and I jumped into the BITX at 53 flat, and now you're sitting at 54.34. So it's a really good trade. The reason I did that is because Friday we had this bottoming tail. See this candle? That's a bottoming tail on the candle. And then what we're looking for on the upside is we're looking for this 8-day and this 21-day. So I took a trade, and if we can hold that 8-day, 21-day, then I'll add to my position, and then we can take this bad boy higher. Okay. So right now we're looking here to hold this key level right here. This 21-day, 106.889, and this 106.767. That's your 21-day and your 8-day. Then again, obviously, if that is lost, we're going to come right to the bottom of this candle right here at that 106.30 level, and then we can come down to today's low at 105.60. Then we'll come down to the bottom of this candle right here at 104.100, and we can just keep following the candles right on down, 102.350. We'll come there. We're looking at 101.390, and then we have your big retest here at 108.15, which is basically just the bottom of that candle. Now, if we can still keep right on running it up here, well, we got 107.555 level, which we're looking at the top of this candle at 107.495, so that's going to be your resistance level. Then if we can go next, we keep right on rolling here, well, what we do is we just follow these candles up here. We got a nice target up here at that 109.240 level. We'll come up here. You got 109.340. We'll come back up to the top of this candle at 110.890. We'll just follow this bad boy up here, 112.60, and then 112.345. But the key is going to be holding this level here, this 21-day and that 8-day on a closing basis here, I'll say. But again, the reason I took the trade was because we had that bottoming candle there on Friday, so I just waited till Sunday night. Now you can trade 24 hours. There was no sense getting in on Friday because we didn't know what the situation was, but we could see when it opened up right there nicely. I'm thinking, well, at least I can get a trade to the 8-day to the 21-day, but now it looks like we might be able to pop through this. So we got to see how that all shakes out, okay? Now, we got to this overbought condition here. Sold it off. Now we have this nice sideways action here. We're only sitting at 55, so you got plenty of room to run up. Okay. Now, your green is below your red, so that says that's where your momentum's to the downside, which obviously, but again, that can be reversed if we can start running this up here very, very nicely. But the key is today, just watch that 8-day and watch that 21-day on a closing basis. That is going to be the key. Okay, let's take a look here now at gold and silver. Okay, here we have gold and silver. I always use gold as a fear factor kind of situation. And there was a big brouhaha, obviously, there going on in the Middle East there, and I don't think that's nowhere near done, and I don't think it'll ever be done, to be honest with you. They just like to fight, you know what I'm saying? Like Mike Tyson. Okay, so anyway, here what we have here, this was Friday's high at 34.68, and then we made that 34.76 level, kind of like no man's land here, okay? So now, today's low here is 34.76. So what we're watching is right at the top of this candle here. This is that 34.27 level. We're looking at for that as a support, okay? Now, if that's lost, we'll come right to the top of this candle here, 34.19, and then the bottom here at 33.9, and then we're going to be looking for this 8-day at 33.84, and then 33.43, and then your 50-day at 3,300. So this lines up so nicely with the 8, the 21-day, and the 50-day simple moving average. But as I was pointing out here, see we have a cup here, then we have this handle situation. Those usually explode to the upside, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out here, okay? So basically what you really want to watch is just watch today's high at 34.76, and then here's your big retest at 35.09. You crack that, 35.50, and then you work your way to 3,600. But this is still a very, very bullish chart. See how we have low, higher low situation, and now we broke that downtrend where we had this high, and lower high. Now we broke that downtrend, so this is very, very good. A lot of times when you break them downtrend, it wants to come back and retest it, okay? Which is no big deal. But as long as it holds this 8-day, then we can that's a good buying opportunity here to take it longer, okay? Now, RSI here, you're only sitting at 60. That could go either way. Your green over your red, that shows good momentum to the upside, which obviously we have. But again, we still have this series of a nice higher lows and higher highs. So got to respect that until it isn't. Okay. So right now, gold very, very bullish. Now, silver. Silver looking here pretty good here. We had that sideways action, building energy, and then we had that bull flag breaking on out here. But now you can see here how we had these 3 days. Okay, did we go lower than the 8-day? Yes, but where did it close? Above the 8-day. Closed above the 8-day, so we got to see what's going to happen here. This is going to be key. It's at 36.38 on a closing basis. That's that 8-day. We lose that, you're going to come to the bottom here, 36.04. Then we'll come down here at 35.58 level. And then we're going to come down here to the top of this candle. You're looking at 35.15. We have 34.95 level, which lines up very, very nice here with this top of this candle right here. Okay, so that's what you're looking for, is that 34.95 level. And then we lose that. You come right here at this 21-day. But as long as we're holding this 8-day, this is very, very bullish to go much higher. Now, we look at for the upside, looking at 36.64 level. We'll come up here to Friday's high, 36.77. We'll come up here at 36.97, and then your retest, 37.03. You close above it, not pop and drop, but close above it. You got 38, and you're going to head right to that 40 level. Okay. Now, you can see here we got the little overbought condition came down, but look how nice and strong this is. Okay. It's not falling off the map like we had here. It's still nice, very, very nice and strong. And that's exactly what we have here. Okay. So it's bullish until it isn't. So just watch this 8-day. As long as we're holding that 8-day, we're really, really good shape here on the old silver. Okay. Let's take a look here now at crude oil, your daily and your weekly. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly. Now I had a big brouhaha going on there in the Middle East here, but just always remember, okay, so we look at the bottom of this candle. When we were way down here, I says, if this inverse head and shoulders pattern, see, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, if this takes off, you're going to hit that 200-day, and we went right into that 200-day. Now, did it explode up? Yes, but I said any kind of disruption, and that's what you might possibly have if you take Iran's oil off the market, then we can have it can go much higher. Now, if you look at this candle here, you look at the bottom of that, you're looking at 68.49. You look at the top of that at 77.62. So you got about a $9 premium. Okay, that's a war premium now that can come off and come off damn hard. So just remember that. Okay, so when you have these spikes, this is not a supply and demand issue. The market is fully supplied here. Okay, so there's no issue that all this is a disruption. Okay, and this is a war premium. So just remember, you got $9, which just could come off and come off hard. Okay, so always remember that. Now, we look at this weekly chart here. We ran right on up here. You went out to the 77.62. All you got to do is look over to the left of the chart here, 77.86. Okay, so that was your resistance level. Now your next resistance, if you can back up, you've got 80.06. And then we're going to come to the top of that candle at 80.77. Okay, but now you can see this big ass red candle. She's pulling back. But again, that can always change. You know what I'm saying? So right now, what we're looking for here on the downside, okay, is we're looking here at the top of this candle. Okay, this is going to be a support level, 72.28 level. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Then your next level, going to come right to the top of this candle. Okay, you're looking at 70.41, and then we're going to come right down here to the top of here. You're looking at that 69.29, and then we have 68.86. That is your 200-day. Now your 100-day looking still very, very nice. I mean, your 8-day and your 21-day here looking very nice, curling right on up here, very, very nicely. So again, your big target is going to be that 68.61, and then we have that 8-day 67.59, and then 66.22, and then 64.03, and then we have your 50-day. Now, on a weekly basis, this will be by Friday. Okay, now remember, this is going to be a 4-day week. Juneteenth is on Thursday, so there's no market open. Okay, so this is a 4-day week here, so just take that in stride. Okay, so 69.98 is what you're going to be looking for on a closing basis that it really needs to hold here on a weekly basis. If not, you can come all the way down to that 21-day and even down to that 8 SMA here. Now, we're going into this 4th of July holiday season, which is right around the corner here. Okay, but usually oil will run right up into that, and then it just starts selling off here a little bit until we get the decision on what's going to be going on with the hurricane season. But when you have a war premium, this is what you get. Okay, so bottom line, crude is a trade. Okay, I use UCO for the long, SCO for the short. So this is a really good trading situation here. Okay, that's what you want to look at. This is not like a buy and hold. Oh, this is going to go to 95. If it does, that would be a great shorting opportunity. Okay, so just remember that. Now, when you look at the weekly chart, we have a descending chart here. See how we have a high, okay, lower high, and lower high. We have a descending chart situation. Only if we close and back above this 80.77, that will reverse it. okay? Just like we had on gold. Remember on gold here I showed you, we have a descending, then it reversed it, okay? So you have to close above this 80.77, then we can go higher. Okay, take a look here now at net gas. Okay, here we have natural gas. Now, natural gas here is working it like a circus monkey here, okay? It doesn't want to give up the old ghost, okay? So basically, you just have a really nice, good trading range, okay? Back and forth, okay? So what it is, we kind of jumped right on up here, okay? But the downside, let's look at that first. We're looking at this 367. That's going to be very, very key. Then we have this 8-day here sitting at 362, and then you have 350, roughly 352 is your 21-day, and then we have say your 346 is your 100-day. So you got a lot of good support all the way on down here, okay? Now, there is a gap, so you want to watch the bottom of that candle today, 365, and then we want to watch the top here at 362, gap and fill situation. Now, on the upside, you got 376, okay? And you say, well, why did it stop at 376, okay? All you got to do is look to the left of the candle here. What do you got? 376, okay? Boom. That's your resistance. See how easy that is? Okay, now, if we can get above that, this is the big target that we're looking for right here, is that 384 level. We crack above that, then we're going to get here, 393. We have a 408, okay, 415, 420, and then 425 level, okay? But you have to close above this 380, 3.84 level because that was your double top situation. And so far, it can't get through. Now, again, if it retests it again and fails again, well, it's going to do the same thing here. It's going to come right on off, okay? But right now, today, what you want to watch is that 100-day on the downside, that 8-day on the downside, and then we have the 21-day, and we have that 50-day. This is all your good support level. Obviously, if we lose that, then we have a target down here at 3.31, which is your 200-day. Now, you can see here, upswing swing in here, your RSI here, so 56, plenty of room to go up here, okay? And then here, your green is, there's like kissing each other sideways here. No big deal here. But right now, you just got this trading range, okay? So what you want to do is just watch right here, the bottom of this candle, okay? You got that 345. Okay, that's your bottom of the candle because we had 344 here. See here how we had this double bottom? Okay, see? Double bottom situation, and then she just ran up here. Now we have like an indecision candle, and we're going to see what's going to happen at 384. Okay, so how I'm trading is I'm watching this 100-day. We lose that, I'll jump into KOLD, and I'll take it down here, maybe to the 8, maybe down to the 21-day. We crack above this 384 level, then I'll be full balls out in UNG, and we'll be taking off, maybe even hit all the way up here to this 425 level. Okay, let's take a look here at the ONQ. Okay, here we have the old Nasdaq, okay? So you can see here how we're just still, the melt up is still continuing, okay? So we got a trading range, okay? Very, very nice. So I always point out the 8-day, it needs to hold that. If not, we go to the 21-day, which is a catch-all, okay? So what did it do Friday? Came on down, and 21-day caught it, okay? Just like that. So now we have just like a melt-up situation, but really it's just very, very strong, okay? Even though we have like a negative divergence, if this starts getting higher than this overbought condition here, well, then this is going to rally up here, and we could hit this 22,450 level. Very, very easy. So really what you're watching on the downside is watching that 8-day, 21,816, and we're watching this 21-day on the downside, and then we'll look to Friday's low, okay? 21,471. That's your downside. Upside, watch this price channel, 22,106. That's what we're looking at, 22,106, okay? So if we start cracking above that level here, then we look right here, top of this candle here, 22,245, and we'll come up here, 22,319, and then we'll look here at 22,450, okay? But right now, we just have this sideways action, but it's still trending up very nice. As long as we're holding this 21-day on a closing basis, this here, NASDAQ, very, very bullish. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading, and we'll take a look at some stocks, and we'll see how day goes. All right, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.